Good morning. I'm going to read to you some information that I found out about Avon jewelry. Just a little knowledge for us as jewelry resellers. So here we go. Avon may be best known for its cosmetics and fragrances, but their jewelry, especially that offered from the mid 70s to the late 90s, is in great demand by collectors. So pieces created for special collections, also such as those designed by Kenneth J. Lane and Elizabeth Taylor, are hard to find and therefore quite valuable. So Avon jewelry began in 1963, originally as a free gift for purchasing a particular product or as a premium for buying a certain number of products. The jewelry, characterized by brilliant stones, filigree, and gold leaf, looked like fine jewelry, and it was wildly popular. The demand resulted in Avon's first collection that customers could buy in 1970. So it started off just as a free gift, a premium, and that was in '63, and then 7 years later, it became a collection that you could buy. And the collection included necklaces and pendants, rings and brooches that held perfume, solid or liquid, a status symbol for the ladies of the 70s. By 75, Avon was the world's largest costume jewelry producer for men as well as women. Jewelry representing owls and other animals were popular at the time, as were cameos, bangles, Christmas and Halloween designs, and the ever romantic hearts. But by the 80s, Avon's reputation for offering high quality yet affordable costume jewelry began to attract notable designers to the line. So today, after a complicated series of mergers and acquisitions, Avon is an international conglomerate with sales of more than 10 billion. And then in 2020, it began its new campaign, Watch Me Now, and introduced a whole new logo. So they had designers such as Jose and Maria Barrera. They collaborated with Avon in the late 80s, early 90s. And so their pieces are going to be very collectible. Their jewelry is really bold. Um, Collectors will find you can find the Avon Barrera jewelry is worth 2 to 3 times the original price that it cost. Kenneth J. Lane also made jewelry for Avon in the 70s. His costume jewelry was in demand by the Hollywood celebrities, socialites, and royalty. His designs were fun yet sophisticated, and Avon carried his collections longer than any other of their designers. KJL for Avon pieces commanded a higher price than the ordinary Avon jewelry. And the same is true today for the vintage collectibles. So if you find any with KJL, that's J. Lane, and his vintage pieces are more collectible than others. And then in the 90s, Elizabeth Taylor went in with Avon. She did an Egyptian bracelet bangle. Most of her jewelry was designed from 93 to 97. They were very ornate, detailed, luxurious, often indistinguishable from fine jewelry. Many pieces were inspired by her films, such as Cleopatra and The Taming of the Shrew. One of her showpieces in particular was the replica of the Shah Jinnah necklace gifted to her by Richard Burton. And her jewelry was glamorously wrapped in violet, the color of her eyes. That's interesting to know. In 98, Celine Dion worked with Avon to offer a My Heart Will Go On necklace based on the jewel Rose wore in Titanic. So that one is shaped like a cross. Some of the initials that you'll find on vintage pieces manufactured by Avon, um, you're always going to see the Avon, Avon, with their little C, and then some will have like a SH, a SP, a LYK, a BW, a WN, uh, KJL. We'll say KJL for Avon. Barrera will say Jose and Maria Barrera, or Barrera for Avon. And then Elizabeth Taylor will have a big E with Elizabeth Taylor around it, Avon under it. So there were many other designers. Trifari designed and made in 86 a centennial jewelry line for Avon. There is a Canadian company, Avon of Belleville, but they're nothing to do with this Avon. They're their own company called Avon. So many costume jewelry between 45 and 71 was from there. Now the materials that Avon used on their vintage pieces was loose. They used lucite, they used bakelite, they used thermoset, which is just a silicone and polyurethane. They also used resin, acrylic, gold tone metals. They did rarely use real gold, but they did. They also did use sterling silver. They used cubic zirconia diamonds and rhinestones. Now they used cabochons that simulated precious gems. Also glass beads, faux pearls, moonstone, coral, and enamel. A noteworthy piece, which I may have had this piece before. In 1988, they made a spring collection with green jade apple, like an apple color, green apple, and those were made with acrylic beads. In the 70s, they did an Art Deco style, which they made a statement ring with a hinge on it where you could put your perfume hideaway. Some may have seen those too. And then in 70, they did a locket with a blue cabochon and a rope chain. And those were all gold tone metal. One of the rare pieces of jewelry rendered in the 14 karat gold with 20 uniformly sized pearls and 0.10 carat brilliant diamonds set in the center. This is once in a lifetime piece. So they were very rare that they used real diamonds and pearls and gold. They did use a lot of AB crystals, like in their Christmas pieces, Christmas trees, and things like that. They made Halloween boy and girl scarecrow, and their pieces were very limited. That's one of the things that contributes to the demand of the vintage pieces. The market was never glutted with a particular piece or line. They regularly discontinued them. And another thing is the jewelry was only a small portion of the Avon business, as we know that. So if you find a piece from the 60s, you've had a successful hunt. And that's just a little bit of info about Avon jewelry. I have seen a lot of it, and I will be looking now for for marks and checking it out more because some pieces are worth more than others. There are places online you can go and look at the value of Avon only pieces. You have to do a search until you find your piece. Good morning, I Spy Queen. Hi, Lady Elaine. You have stuff from 50 years ago? That would have been, wow, that would have been the 70s. And let's see, 50 years ago, wow. Yeah, Lady Elaine says that Avon is one of her favorites. A lot of people feel that way. Christy, what are you selling? You ready to sell with me? You're welcome for the history, Shirley. I would have a sale today, but every time I have a sale, nobody wants to buy anything. So, it takes a couple hours of my day, not counting all the other stuff you have to do for it, to just sell, $5 or $6 worth. Is think about it. But Christy, if you want to come online and sell with me, I'm still waiting on you, dear. Anybody want to come on and sell with me? Let's do a show together. Let's sell. I'm selling like crazy till the end of the year, because then I'm going to be done with selling. I'm just going to be selling what the pieces and stuff that I make. And I make things with jewelry, with clay and resin and upcycled jewelry, and I do a lot of stones and beads. And I haven't had time to make much lately, because I'm just trying to get all this stuff out of my house and get it sold. But as soon as that's done at the end of the year, I'll be a full-time crafter. So my days, I'll get all day instead of just an hour or so here and there. Oh, you thought I was having a sale now? No. Usually if we're going to have a sale, we come on at about 11. But Lucid is on the road today. She's not going to be having a sale. I'll have to check in with Darcy and see if she's going to. Do you guys want me to have a sale today? And if so, what do you want me to show? You want jewelry? You want clothing? You want household? Or do you not want me to have a sale today? Oh, that's the fun part left, Christy. You too, what, Queen? You thought I was having a sale? I can have a sale, but oh, I'm so proud of your husband for doing that for you. That really shows that he cares about what you care about. I'm just having my coffee. You guys, make sure you're reading my community tab, because that's where I update you on um, the weekly craft show that we're going to do together. It's called a craft along. So it'll be live and you'll be crafting with me, and we'll be making all kinds of things. I have so many things picked out we're going to do, such fun stuff, just decorating jars and cans, and mostly things that you would just throw away, cuz I just think the cheaper you can do it, the better, and just try to do it with as little as you can, but also make it beautiful. Yeah, I'm proud of anybody that works full time and can do that kind of work. They are a real winner for me. So if you want me to have a sale, you can let me know what it is you want me to sell, and I can go live in a little while. Where are you at in Georgia, Shirley? Have we discussed that before? Because that's where I'm at. You want to be making things too? Get in on my craft show. It's going to be every Wednesday starting June 1st at 10 a.m. for 1 hour. We do it together. Every week, I'll tell you what the next week will be and what supplies to have. You want to have a sale? What do you want me to show? Jewelry, clothing, um, goodies, just household stuff, vintage. So yeah, get in on that craft show with me once a week. It's just an hour a week. I mean, and if not anything else, it just inspires you to want to do more. I love upcycling things that we would normally throw away. Yeah, Christy, I do actually. I have some Betsy Johnson like necklaces that are have perfume bottles on them. They're really cute. Ringgold, almost on Chattanooga line. Oh wow, I really don't remember that. But yeah, I know where Ringgold is. Do you know where Hiram and Dallas are? Upcycling is so, it just makes you feel so complete or something. And if you're a crafter anyway, you're going to have a lot of stuff. You're already going to have your glues and your paints, your glue guns and stuff like that. You don't know where it is? I am actually, do you know where Marietta is by any chance? Marietta is pretty well known. I'm on the west side of Marietta, right above Cartersville, over in that area. Like I'm almost on the Alabama line. So for me, I can be in Chattanooga in an hour and a half. And when I do my live craft show, anybody that wants to come on live um, and craft with me, I'll have that link for you to do that. Your grandson lives in Ackworth? Oh, yeah, I'm right next to Ackworth. In fact, some of my doctors and stuff are in Ackworth. My parents live in Ackworth. Even though I'm 63, my parents are both still alive because they had me when they were 16 and 17. Mom was a cheerleader and dad was a basketball player, and she got pregnant with me. I'm sorry, Mom. So, yeah, they're still living in their same house, and they do they do fine. Dad had cancer and a heart attack back to back years, but he got two stents and fixed his heart, and the cancer was a blood lymphoma, and so he got cured of that. And they stay home all the time, but they're both still got their wits. Oh, that's cool, Christy. Oh, how sweet. Wow, Shirley, I'm sorry that she passed, but my goodness, 95. Wow. Yeah, that's sad, Christy. It's sad that people are afraid of certain dogs because my daughter had um, I forget what they called it because people were scared of it. But that was the most loving dog. Oh my God, that thing was just spoiled, rotten, loving. Just wanted to just lay on you all the time. That is so cool that you found somebody like that, Christy. Yeah, pit bull, that's what it is. Yeah, my daughter had one. Her name was Grace. She recently passed away, which was so sad. So sad. It's always so sad. That's cool that you guys trade things, that you met somebody like that. Well, I'm going to get off of here and go get me some more coffee and look for me around 11 if you guys are interested. And I'll see if Darcy wants to join me. I know Lucid can't today. Oh, that's so cool, Christy. I need a friend like that. So thanks for joining my live and thanks for just being my friend. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye.